Hello, good afternoon, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. How are we doing today? Let us know in the comment section. We're here. We're gonna do a quick live because an article was published in the Jamaica Gleaner. I think it was. Let me check. Yep, article was published in the Jamaica Gleaner where a number of journalists they bashed Usain Bolt for some comments he made, and I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say on this Usain Bolt ordeal. Before I go any further, however, folks, remember smash the like button if you're new to Halftime TV. Subscribe to the channel as well. Shout out to my sponsors: Quick Link Shipping, RA Sports Store, and CSA Shop. Quick Link Shipping telephone number 454-1979, and that's with area code 876. All right, so we have a number of big topics coming up to discuss later on today. We'll be discussing the race card. Turn the notification on for that one as well. I did a number of videos a few days ago. Did two in particular on Abby Steiner and her contract, and I realized that in the comment section, race was basically the repetitive topic of choice for most people surrounding the contract that she received. So we'll be discussing that a little bit later on today. But as I said, we're here to discuss a little Usain Bolt ordeal. Greetings, is that Abe Star? Big up, big up, big up. Greetings to you as well. All right, so big up everybody who is on here. As I said, we're in the outdoors. Found somewhere quiet, probably in someone's shed. And opted to do a quick live so we can share our thoughts on this one. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say on it as well. All right, so I'll read the article for you guys and then we'll discuss it afterwards. Journalists down under a few-minute track and field legend Usain Bolt after the multiple Olympic and World Championship gold medalist and 100 and 200 meter record holder made disparaging comments about the Australian A-League. And we remember a few years ago, having hung up his spikes, Usain Bolt decided that he was going to ply his trade in football. A number of folks said maybe he should have gotten some of these youngsters in Jamaica the opportunity to go and play football, while there were others who were encouraging Usain Bolt, go and chase your dream. Because as much as Jamaica does well in track and field, there's always that soft spot for football. And almost everyone in Jamaica has a favorite football team playing in Europe. So Usain Bolt, he was in Borussia Dortmund for a second, and then he ended up in Australia. Just for a little bit of background for those who aren't aware. But anyway, continuing. During a recent interview after much publicized UNICEF Soccer Aid game, where more than 25 million was raised for charity, Bolt called going to the Central Coast Mariners, where he had a training stint in a failed bid to get a football career off the ground, a mistake. Now, Bolt in the UNICEF game had Jamie Carragher shuffling on a number of occasions, and that made the headlines for the most part. I watched the game, must say, neither here, kind of tricky. And further down in the article, I'll share my opinion on the game because someone actually divulged a similar take in the article. All right, according to both, the move was a mistake because the level of the A League was too low. You know. Remember, Usain Bolt tried to get a professional contract in the A League. He said it was a mistake a couple of years later now because the level was too low. I made a mistake when I retired from track and field. I didn't want to stay in Europe because of the media. I went to Australia, but the level of football there wasn't good. I should have stayed in Europe after a year on trials. I just said, you know what, let me move from that. So I moved on, Bolt said. In response to Rhyme Grande, big up Rhyme. In response, Australian football commentator Simon Hill said the only thing good about Bolt's play was that it was over. So Simon Hill said the best part about Bolt's play in Australia is that it was over. So apparently he couldn't wait for it to come to an end. A number of other journalists, they chimed in. Well, it certainly wasn't good when he was playing, that's for sure. Brilliant athlete, but nowhere near a pro footballer. Thank goodness these sort of PR stunts are long gone, Hill wrote on Twitter. All right. But Hill wasn't the only media practitioner. And James Dodd, he chimed in as well. And James Dodd is from Fox Sports. All right. This is laughable from Usain Bolt, wrote Dodd on Twitter. I was there reporting and watching his training sessions at the Mariners. He was garbage, right? Guy just came out bluntly and said Usain Bolt was garbage. And for those who are going to take clips from this and going to take it wherever you want to take it, um, this is primarily about his footballing abilities, folks, or his lack thereof of footballing abilities, right? He's not talking about his ability to sprint. He's not talking about his showmanship, his footballing abilities. So, guy said Usain Bolt, um, he was garbage. He's a Sunday league footballer at best, and not a good one either. So, you'd probably have Usain Bolt on a Sunday league team, but he's the guy you bring on when you're short, or when there's an odd player out and no one wants that player. So you're like, okay, come on my team. I probably stand in goal or something. All right. So anyway, veteran journalist Ray Gott suggested Bolt was not good enough to be a serious part of the A-League. He couldn't keep up during training session. His touch was terrible, so he has a Lukaku touch apparently. Positioning awful out of his depth. So again, everyone's taking their shot at Usain Bolt. It is also reported that Usain Bolt was offered a 150,000 Aussie dollars contract for the year. His team rejected it, saying that it was too low. No, 150,000 Aussie dollars. For those who don't know, let me see. I think the Aussie dollars in comparison to US dollars now would be maybe 101,000 US dollars thereabout. So probably was different a few years ago, but for now, I think it's maybe 100,000 US dollars for the year, right? So just for context, Corey Burke, Jamaica national footballer, he earns just under 500,000 US dollars a year with Philadelphia Union. All right, and he's a professional footballer. He number of international caps, no, a number of years playing with Philadelphia Union. Andre Blake, just under 900,000 US dollars for the year. So just for a little bit of context, folks. So Usain Bolt rejected 100 and roughly 100,000 US dollars a year to play in the Australian A-League. So I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say on this one, though. I find it extremely hilarious because the sentiments were being circulated as soon as Usain Bolt opted to go to Australia to play. Well, first of all, it was Borussia Dortmund. So folks were saying, why didn't he get some youngsters out of Jamaica to go in there? And Adam Taggart, Australian striker, he said the Mariners and the A-League would have been better served offering a teenager the same opportunity. So a number of Jamaicans, they shared a similar viewpoint as Adam Taggart as it relates to the opportunity that Usain Bolt was granted and him probably passing on that opportunity, as well as the opportunity that the A-League granted to Bolt and them being better off giving the opportunity to someone else. But again, I personally think it was a PR stunt. I didn't take it very seriously. I've seen Usain Bolt play on a number of occasions, and they're you know that you're being funny. You have to lighten the mood a bit, Abe. You have to lighten the mood a bit. You have to lighten the mood. Yeah, welcome everybody. Welcome. Remember, folks, smash the like button as soon as you hop on. But I think Usain Bolt is more a PR stunt than anything else. And even him being at the UNICEF games, year in, year out, more a PR stunt than anything else. No folks are gonna come out to see Usain Bolt, primarily because he's the fastest man alive, and far less. Stop withhold valuably. So, as I said, primarily because he's the fastest man alive. As it relates to his footballing ability, next to non-existent, right? Has a good enough shot from the left, but if you're playing scrimmage, he's not the guy you want on your team. Put it like that, right? And this is not me bashing Usain Bolt. You know, I'm just saying it as it is. And I know, having read the article from the Jamaica Gleaner, there were a number of folks in the comment section who they had their take as well, which is fair because you're entitled to your opinion. And Usain Bolt is by far the greatest sprinter to have ever graced this planet we call home. But and there's a big but there when it comes over to football. I definitely agree wholeheartedly with the journalists and their take in this one. So I definitely agree with him with the journalists and their take. And Usain Bolt coming out and saying the level was too low. Um, hmm, uh, it was too low, and Usain Bolt wasn't going to accept the money that they were offering him. I'm surprised they offered him a contract in the first place because if what the Fox journalist who indicated that he went to watch Usain Bolt train and all of that, if his reports are to be followed, then why would they offer him a contract? Why would they? I know it's 100 grand, but still, why would you offer him a contract anyway? I think probably maybe to get people to come out and watch the games and everything. Gonna make back that in ticket sales anyway. You give him maybe you're leading by 4 goals or something, and stoppage time you put him on every other game, something like that. So folks get their money's worth. They get to see Usain Bolt chasing down the flank, innit? This, this is I'm hearing. So Usain Bolt's comments, because he came out and he was sharing his views on the league, where he said he sorry he left Europe because he didn't want the media attention and all of that, so he went to Australia, went to Australia, sorry, and then the level in Australia was too low, so it was a mistake on his part. Um, I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Montego Bay United. Anybody in the comment section? Do you think Usain Bolt could make Montego Bay United? Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me check. Let me check which team finished at the bottom of the RSPL this year. Let's check. I won't even probably go JPL, you know. I won't even go JPL. We'll probably go Confed or something like that. What are the teams in Confed this year, folks? Come, let me know. Let me know. Let us know. Uh, let us know. But yeah, it's one of those things. See, I think so. Why not? He's talented. Yeah, he's talented, but he's a footballer. Yeah, it's Montego Bay United, eh? All right, so the question I'm gonna leave you guys with, because I'm not staying very long, you know. As I said, the big live is later, so turn the notification on for that one. Ensure that you don't miss it. We will be going live later, probably 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, which is probably 6:30 Jamaica time. But my question that I'm gonna leave you with for now, well, questions. Do you think the criticisms aired by the journalists are justified? That's question number one. And would you include Usain Bolt in your, I'll say, your Sunday evening team? Because they say he's a Sunday league player at best. And for those who have seen him play, would you have Usain Bolt as a part of your team if you got the opportunity? Naturally. Curious to hear what you think, folks. Good afternoon again. Take care of yourselves, and we'll talk a little bit later. But Usain Bolt, I heard you say that football is not the same thing, but if he trained hard, he could. Well, that's not how football works. That's not how football works, Marcia. That's not how football works. You could train from now till next week. If you don't have the talent in that particular area, so the talent that he has as a sprinter. Well, we have some folks, you know, who are actually good at both. You know, we have Jail Hyde, we have Abby Steiner that I spoke about yesterday. She was actually a footballer, and then she decided she was going to take up the track thing full time. So we have folks who are actually good at both. Sad to say, Usain Bolt is not one of those. But that's my opinion, and that's Halftime TV's opinion. We're curious to hear what you guys think. Again, leave it in the comment section. Enjoy your day. Take care. Bye bye. Until next time. Well, later. I'll see you guys later on. Peace out.